Your career isn't stuck because you lack skills. It is stuck because it has been entirely disconnected from its spiritual source. While the rest of the world is desperately chasing the next arbitrary milestone, scrambling for a slightly better title, or rewriting their resumes for the fifth time, we are doing something fundamentally different. We are pulling back from the frantic noise of the corporate wheel. We are returning directly to the prophetic legacy of resilience to unlock a force that secular frameworks cannot comprehend: true, unadulterated baraka. This Muharram, your professional stagnation ends. We are transforming what feels like a frustrating, dead-end corporate plateau into a deeply intentional, sacred journey of divine liberation. Look at your workspace right now. Look at the unresolved projects, the silent inbox, the glass ceiling that seems to block every single move you make. You have been told that the solution is simply to grind harder. You have been told to stay up later, to network more aggressively, to optimize your personal brand on LinkedIn until you become a flawless, mechanical version of yourself. But you are already exhausted. You are experiencing the crushing reality of mechanical output entirely devoid of spiritual acceleration. You are putting in 100% of the human effort, but you are receiving 0% of the divine expansion. The Islamic paradigm dictates that your livelihood is not a mathematical equation solved purely by your intellect. Your career is an ecosystem governed by spiritual laws. When the blessings are choked, no amount of overtime can force a breakthrough. But as the crescent moon of the Islamic New Year arrives, a cosmic door opens. The first 10 days of Muharram are not just a historical marker to be passively observed. They represent a profound, hyperpotent spiritual launchpad, designed specifically to reset your stalled trajectory, realign your ambition, and invite the sovereign power of Al-Fatah, the opener, straight into your daily grind. We must first accurately diagnose the modern phenomenon that secular productivity entirely fails to fix: the mid-year career slump. By the time the secular year hits its midway point, the vibrant energy of January resolutions has completely vanished. The corporate environment begins to feel like a monotonous, endless cycle of survival. You open your laptop not with inspiration, but with a lingering sense of dread. Conventional productivity hacks, time blocking, habit trackers, motivational podcasts, and corporate wellness seminars fail miserably because they only treat the surface-level symptoms of your burnout. They treat you like a machine that simply needs its gears oiled, completely ignoring the fact that your soul is completely starved of purpose. This is exactly where the sacred rhythm of the Hijri calendar introduces a necessary intervention. The Islamic New Year does not operate on the superficial hype of secular goal setting. It is a psychological and spiritual reboot that transcends the material world. It forces an intentional pause. While secular corporate culture demands continuous, uninterrupted linear growth, the divine framework recognizes that the human being requires cyclical resets. The first 10 days of Muharram offer an unparalleled temporal landmark. In Islamic metaphysics, time is not uniform. Certain windows carry an immense spiritual density that alters the weight and trajectory of every action you take. This specific 10-day window is an invitation to transition, completely from the agonizing feeling of professional helplessness to the liberating practice of seeking direct divine intervention. When you realign your work schedule with the sacred rhythm of this month, you are making a powerful psychological declaration. My career does not belong to my employer. My career does not belong to the market. My career belongs to the Lord of the worlds. By stepping into this 10-day reset, you view your job as a mere survival mechanism and begin to treat it as an active arena for spiritual elevation. To truly understand how to break a professional plateau, we must completely look past modern corporate case studies and extract our lessons from the ultimate blueprint of victory, the historical legacy of Muharram. Consider the towering narrative of Prophet Musa alayhi as-salam on the historic day of Ashura. He stood at what appeared to be the ultimate literal dead end. Behind him was the most brutal corporate military machine of the ancient world, Pharaoh and his relentless army. In front of him was an impassable, deep, raging sea. On paper, using every metric of human calculation, his situation was entirely hopeless. His own people turned to him in despair, proclaiming, "We are surely overtaken." But Musa, A.S., possessed a strategic clarity that shattered physical logic. He responded with absolute, unwavering certainty. "No, indeed. Truly, with me is my Lord. He will guide me." What followed was not a standard tactical retreat. It was a divine opening. The sea parted. What was previously an absolute barrier instantly transformed into a miraculous highway of absolute liberation. Translate this timeless prophetic reality directly into your modern office environment. The corporate roadblocks you are currently facing, the toxic manager who actively blocks your advancement, the sudden restructuring that stalls your project, the market downturn that threatens your business are not absolute dead ends. Within the Islamic paradigm, these hurdles are necessary, custom-designed trials that precede a divine opening. They are tests of character specifically curated to strip away your self-reliance and force you to rely entirely on God. Look also at the profound resilience displayed by the family of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during the difficult days of Muharram. Their sacrifice defines the absolute pinnacle of grit, integrity, and uncompromising commitment to truth when facing overwhelming adversity. When you face corporate injustice, cutthroat competition, or stagnant organizational growth, you must draw directly from this reservoir of historical resilience. You do not fold. You do not compromise your ethical values to get ahead. You don't sink into despair. You develop an ironclad, unwavering faith, knowing that the exact same Lord who split the sea for Musa alayhi salam is entirely capable of parting the bureaucratic seas of your industry to grant you an unexpected path to success. How do we practically draw this divine support down into our bank accounts and daily workflows? We do it by actively shifting our focus from surface-level manipulation to the systematic restoration of baraka through specific, intentional rituals. The first primary tool at your disposal is the physical and spiritual discipline of fasting, particularly on the day of Ashura. When you fast while maintaining the heavy responsibilities of your day job, you are performing an incredibly potent act of devotion. Fasting intentionally purges your professional motivations. Throughout the year, our work intentions become heavily corrupted by the NAFs. We begin to seek wealth for the sake of vanity, arrogance, and material superiority over our peers. Fasting forcefully clears those spiritual impurities away. It forces your lower self into submission, as your body endures physical hunger and thirst while handling complex spreadsheets or intense client presentations. You are proving to Allah that your professional ambition is completely subordinated to His command. This profound discipline cleanses your earnings at their very root, explicitly inviting clean, expansive blessings back into your livelihood. Alongside fasting, you must establish the daily practice of hidden gratitude and highly specific, sincere dua during these 10 days. Most career stagnation is a direct result of invisible spiritual blockages caused by subtle, unaddressed ungratefulness. We focus so heavily on what we lack, the promotion we didn't get, the raise that was delayed, that we become entirely blind to the immense security we currently enjoy. During the first 10 days of Muharram, implement a mandatory, non-negotiable ritual before you log onto your computer. Sit in absolute silence, completely away from the eyes of your colleagues or family, and offer deep, sincere gratitude for your current role, your current income, and your current trials. Follow this immediately with an uncompromising, specific dua for your career, asking Allah to remove the spiritual bottlenecks slowing down your vocational progress. Once you align your internal state through these rituals, the outward application of these sacred values will naturally flow directly into the daily grind of your modern office environment. The modern corporate landscape is incredibly loud. It is completely dominated by an aggressive, attention-seeking culture of personal branding where professionals are pressured to broadcast every single minor achievement, overstate their value, and constantly seek immediate public validation. Within the Islamic paradigm, this constant noise is considered highly toxic to your spiritual success. Instead, this Muharram reset calls you to embrace the revolutionary philosophy of the hidden work. This is the practice of moving through your industry with strategic silence and quiet, undeniable excellence, placing your reliance entirely on God rather than human applause. When you operate in strategic silence, you protect your projects from the destructive forces of envy and corporate evil eye. You stop wasting valuable creative energy trying to look successful on social media, and instead channel 100% of your focus into producing flawless, elite tier work. You don't need to loudly announce your next career move to your colleagues. Let your results do the talking. Build your empire in the shadows, fueled by a pure desire for ikhlas, absolute sincerity, knowing that Allah is the only witness that truly matters. This strategic silence must be firmly coupled with unyielding ethical excellence. In negotiations, client onboarding, and corporate networking, draw an uncompromising line between secular cutthroat manipulation and prophetic honesty. The modern market tells you that slight deception, exaggeration, and underhanded tactics are entirely necessary to survive in a highly competitive economy. But prophetic history proves that absolute integrity is the ultimate long-term professional superpower. When you refuse to lie on a project status report, when you protect a client's interests even when it costs you a short-term commission, and when you network with genuine sincerity rather than transactionally exploiting people, you are building an elite professional reputation that cannot be bought. You are showing your industry that you answer to a much higher authority. This radical commitment to ethical integrity naturally transforms your narrow, individual ambition into a much broader, world-changing mission of service and lasting legacy. The true test of this Muharram reset is not how intensely you perform during these initial 10 days. The true test is whether you can build a sustainable roadmap to maintain this powerful spiritual momentum throughout the rest of the year. A temporary emotional spike is entirely useless in the corporate world. You must ensure that the career breakthroughs you unlock during this sacred month are anchored permanently. To do this, you must completely redefine what career success actually means. From this moment forward, you no longer define your professional worth merely by your corporate title, the prestige of your company, or the raw number on your salary slip. True, elite professional success is measured exclusively by the amount of divine baraka that flows through your career and into your family, your community, and the global ummah. Your job is no longer just a place where you trade time for currency. It is a powerful vehicle to fund your ultimate legacy and earn the pleasure of the creator. Every single professional hurdle you encounter after this 10-day reset must be treated as a necessary spiritual milestone on your path to both worldly excellence and divine pleasure. When a project stalls in November, you will not panic. When a promotion is delayed next year, you will not despair. You will recognize it immediately as a custom-tailored trial designed to refine your character, realign your intent, and prepare you for a much larger divine opening. Do not let this sacred month slip past you while you remain stuck in the exact same mechanical, exhausted routines. Treat this very moment as your definitive, non-negotiable call to action. Stop looking for secular validation to fix a spiritual bottleneck. Step confidently into the sacred rhythm of Muharram. Purify your intentions through fasting. Anchor your daily grind in quiet, undeniable excellence. And realign your corporate ambitions with your eternal identity. Secure your professional trajectory for 2026 and far beyond. The cosmic ledger is shifting, the launch pad is active, and your divine expansion is waiting for you to take the first step. Turn your daily labor into a beautiful act of worship, and watch how effortlessly the Lord of the world shatters every single glass ceiling in your path.